Hello, how are you? Welcome to Passionately Intrigued Arts, and this is Tracy. And today I'm going to be making, they call them hot cocoa bombs, but I'm not sure if we can label them as such now. I believe there was a lawsuit. I'm not sure. This was some time ago. I haven't made them in years, but I had a special request from a special friend. They don't know that I'm making them because I said no, because I don't do this type of thing anymore. But you know me in my heart, I have to make at least a dozen of them. And I'm going to call mine hot chocolate. Oh, I forgot. Hot chocolate floral something. I forgot. Hot chocolate flower blooms. That's what I'm going to call mine. Hot chocolate blooms. So sit back for the ride. I hope you enjoy. This is a treat for you all and for who I'm providing them for because I'm crafting in the kitchen today, but you guys know arts, paint, craft, all that is my niche now. And I do this from time to time, but not the treats. I'll bake a cake here and there, but these treats are tedious. Anyway, I'm babbling, so hold on and we shall get started, okay? This is a whole package of chocolate bark. Broke it up into the chunks, and I'm going to throw it in the microwave for 1 minute. Take it out, stir it. It's not going to be melted completely, and then I'll put it back in for 30-second intervals until I get it all melted. And what I'm going to be pouring it in, I haven't done this in quite a while, but I've got these molds. See, is that light too bright? These molds, and they look like flowers on the back. I'm going to be pouring them into these molds. Now this is at 1 minute, and it's softened them and melted it a little bit. I have a silicone spatula. Just stir them up best you can, and then put it back in the microwave for 30 seconds at a time. Put in the chocolate, and it's a lot better. It's almost melted, and that's only at 1 minute 30 seconds. And that just might do it. The chocolate is warm, so you just keep stirring until you get the lumps out. Might have to put it in an additional 30 seconds, but I'm going to keep stirring to see if I get these lumps out. But look at that. Now you take your mold, and it's flimsy, so you need something to set it on for when you transfer it to the refrigerator. So you just sit your mold on a tray, and you take a paintbrush, be it silicone, basting brush, this kind, or this kind. And as you see, this paintbrush is for the kitchen only. Dip it into your chocolate and begin to paint, cover your mold. Cover the flowers, bringing it all the way up to the top. You can pour a little bit in here and then spread it out if you like. I find it a lot neater, not so messier if I do it this way. Just keep dipping it and spreading it, making sure that you have full coverage. like so. Then just continue on and fill every mold the same way. At one point I thought that name was copywritten. So I got to give them a different name just in case. I don't know. Just as you pull up your um, brush, just twirl it so that you get the excess off. So you try not to make a mess on your mold. It can be sloppy if you don't take your time. Okay, so I've gotten 3 done, and I'll do the rest off camera. All right, I've got these filled, and it doesn't take long to dry, but I'm going to throw them in the refrigerator for like 5 minutes because we will be placing another coat on them. You kind of want them to be thick around the edges so that they don't break up when you take them out of here. So I will be applying another coat of chocolate after these firm up. I'm going to go ahead while those are firming and start on this second set. One thing I wanted to show you if you decide to make some of these is I kind of let it drip in the middle just to get that thickness right there. And then when spreading it out up to the edge of the mold, I kind of do my brush like this, and that's kind of securing that you have thick edges. So if you just take it off your brush on the edge of the mold, like that, and then spread it around, you're a little more guaranteed to have a thickness around this edge. And then also you can get into the crevices a lot easier if you stipple, if you do this up and down motion. So I've got that one filled, and then I'll just go back around and get that chocolate off of the brush like that. Now I'm done with the first coating of the second set, and by now your chocolate is starting to get thick. So I just scrape it off with a knife off of my spatula, put it back in the bowl, and I'm going to place it in the microwave for 30 seconds. I'm going to put this set in the refrigerator and pull the other set out. This set has been in the refrigerator about 10 minutes and it's really firm, but I need to make sure, because I don't want to see any pink mold, I need to make sure that there is enough chocolate to cover the entire surface. So I'm going to put another coat into these molds, and I've warmed this up for 30 seconds and stirred it up pretty good. These work a lot better. Let me get my other one like this and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got my other one, and let's start to coat these. And what I decided to call mine are hot chocolate flower blooms, because my molds are flowers. Just wanted to name it something different. So I'll dip my brush and just go around, and it smooths a lot easier because the chocolate is cold inside these molds, so it'll firm up rather quick and it smooths out pretty good with this second coat. And I'm coming up around these edges so that they are pretty thick. And hopefully this second coat is all I will need for the thickness, because I don't want them to break when I take them out of these molds. I have had that happen on several occasions because I didn't put enough chocolate to coat, enough layers It's the layering that does it. You know, sometimes you might need 3 layers depending on how thin you put each layer on. But I try to just do 2 layers. And I used to do these all the time for different occasions. You know, I have heart-shaped molds that I would do for Valentine's Day and Sweetest Day, um, different holidays, for the fall, for Christmas. But I don't do this kind of stuff anymore. Too much anyway. But my special friend really, really wanted these. So she's, doggone it, making me go back into my arsenal of sweet treats. Only because of who she is. And I actually told her no, that I wasn't going to do it. So she doesn't know that I'm doing these. I'm like, no way, no way. I bake a few cakes here and there. Classic cakes, that's it. Davis Sweet Taste Bakers is no longer. It's Tracy's Sweet Touch production. But I will do a little baking here and there. But these treats, not a whole lot of them. While the chocolate molds are chilling in the refrigerator, I've heated this up for, it's just a little bit in here, for like 20 seconds so that I can get it out of this bowl and pour it into a smaller container um, for storage. And also, I may need some of this chocolate to seal around. Hot cocoa floral bombs. All right, that's good enough. Clean that out. And I'll just put the top on this so maybe it'll stay warm until I'm ready to use it. I might have to throw it more than likely back in the microwave when it's time to use it. Clean up my mess and we'll go to the next part. Now here comes the fun part. Put on my gloves because now I will be handling the chocolate. And your hands are warm, so you have to be careful not to melt the chocolate with your hands, with the warmth of your hands. So you don't want to handle it too long. So put on my rubber gloves, and then I use, these are white cotton gloves, and I use them for when I'm doing things with chocolate. Get my fingers in here. And this helps keep the temperature in, and it helps because the chocolate will be all over the plastic gloves. These just help with when you're handling chocolate. Okay, so this first set, I have torn off a piece of, what do you call this stuff? Wax paper. And let's see if we can get these out gracefully. They should pop right out. So what I do is pull away from the chocolate. Pull the mold away from the chocolate as best I can, breaking that seal that they have. Okay. Don't want to break it. And look at there. Okay. Let me just set this here and move this up and take the rest of these out. So I've broken the seal. I'm going to push from the bottom and push up. That's how I do it. Handling gently. There's another sunflower. And I got these molds from Amazon, I believe, some time ago. Okay, then I'm going to push from the bottom. And I don't know what kind of flower that is. Just place it down gently. Pull the mold away to break the seal. And then push from the bottom to get it out. So there's 2 of each flower. That's the same thing. Let's get this last 2 out. Pull away to break that seal and push from the bottom. chrysanthemum, I believe. There we go. And I'll work on these later. Actually, I'm going to take them all out. Yeah, I do need to do that. The next thing you want to do is heat up a glass plate, ceramic plate, for a couple minutes in the microwave. But make sure you put a cup of water on top, because you don't want to use your microwave and heat anything with there being nothing in there. And if you don't do this method, you can go to the stove and use a skillet and put it on low. And you'll take one of these and smooth the edges out like that. So you have smooth edges. We'll flip that over and do the next one. That's pretty good. Flip that over and we'll do this one. Just until it's even and smooth. That looks pretty good. So I'm not going to do these three yet. I'm going to set this aside, and I probably will have to heat it up again. But I'm going to set this aside, and this is where I say the fun part comes in. So a lot of people just use, you know, the packs here of the hot chocolate with the marshmallows in it. You can do that. You can use these. Or what I like to do, and I also have a container of the small marshmallows, the marshmallow bits. But you can use those, or you can buy a bag of marshmallows and use hot chocolate. And I've got some cappuccino. Or you can use coffee, French vanilla. I'm not going to use that because I don't know who likes coffee and who doesn't. So I'm going to use, and I believe I have, this is double mocha. I believe I have some more cocoa, regular cocoa. But I'm just going to use this on these first three. So what I'll do is open up my bag of marshmallows. You can get really creative here. Or you can just, be simple. So I'll take a handful of marshmallows and begin to fill each cup. You can put as many as you like. Put a few more in there, just a couple more in here. Then I'll take my cocoa mix, and it has a scoop in here. This is the scoop that came with it. And I'll just get a good scoop of it and pour it on top of the marshmallows. And it's going to be chocolatey regardless, because you've used chocolate to create these. Now, let me just tap it a little bit. Tap it a little bit. Now this is where I say you can become creative. I have this candy here, which is coated chocolate. Or I have white M&Ms. And I'll just place a couple in each one. You see these are white M&Ms. Couple in each one. Oh, I can go ahead and put a couple of these in each one too. And these are going to be for Christmas. So they can be stored in your refrigerator until time of giving or time of use. So I have some sprinkles, some Christmas sprinkles, and I'm just going to put a little bit in each one. Oh, they're going to go all over if I do it that way. Let me just pour some in my hand. And this will be real pretty when the cocoa bomb melts in the, you can use either boiling water or boiling milk and drop your cocoa bomb into it. So I'll put a little bit of these on each one. Not a lot. I mean, you can put as much as you want. And then these are candy canes. And it is treat toppers. But I'm just going to put a couple of these in each one. Oops. Okay, so that's filled enough. Put this stuff away. So the next step is to warm up your plate again. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Heated the plate up for 2 minutes with a cup of water on it in the microwave. I'm going to put my gloves back on, my white cotton gloves, and I'm going to take the top half and smooth the edges out. Smooth the edges out and immediately place it on top. And nope, let me do it again. Put that on there like such. Okay, and then I'm going to come back around and seal these a little more with some melted chocolate, but not right now. Let me just get the toppers on. So let me smooth this one out. Let me put this in my hand so I'm ready, because I want it to stick at least. Okay, and put that on top like so. Set that one down, and let's do the next one. Let me put this one in my hand. Smooth these edges out, get that chocolate melted so that it will stick to the bottom of this bloom. Try and center it on there. And there's the chrysanthemum. So these are pretty large cocoa bombs, cocoa blooms. So now I'm going to see if this chocolate, it's still melted somewhat, and that's good. So let me put my gloves back on, because I'm going to be handling these blooms. And I have Wilton treat decor. These are Wilton. These are made for treats. Brushes. So I'm going to take one. Let me lift this first one up and dip it into this chocolate and just go around and make sure this is sealed. So I'm just putting a coat of chocolate around the edge. Not the edge, around this seal, to make sure that it is closed all the way. And if you don't have the brushes, you can use your gloved finger, which it goes on a little smoother, and just do like this, which actually it does go on smoother. Cover that seal. Because you don't want your cocoa to come out. So you get all the way around. So it's sealed. Okay, let me do the others. And I'm just going to use my finger. It's quicker and easier. Nice coating to cover up that seal. All the way around. Just like that. And I guess it would be advantageous. Is that how you say that? It would be smart to turn this all upside down and make sure you don't have any holes anywhere. No cocoa coming out. And if you do, just dab it with some chocolate. So there's bloom number 2. And let's do the chrysanthemum. Turn it. Smooth and turn. There we go. Now let me just make sure nothing comes out. And voila, that one is done. Okay, I'll work on the other 3 off camera, and I shall return. I wasn't going to do these on camera, but I changed my mind because I want to show you how you can do them differently. So let me get my glove back on, and I've heated the plate up again for 2 minutes in the microwave with a cup of water on it. So let me smooth out these first 3. To get those edges. Okay, the next one. I'll do this last one. Go. Move this aside, take my gloves off, and then show you. Now, as I was saying, you can use these packs here. So I'm going to do, you don't get much in here. Just open it up, pour it in. I guess it's enough. But what I would do is add more of these marshmallow bits. Just going to do one like that. And then I have cocoa as well. Milk chocolate flavored hot cocoa mix. And I'll just take a scoop. Nope, let me put the marshmallows in first. I'm going to use the regular marshmallows, mini marshmallows. Fill that up. We'll do both of these with the mini marshmallows. Get a good scoop of hot cocoa mix. A good couple scoops, scoop and a half. Okay. And I'll do the same process, heating the plate up and putting the tops on. You saw that already, so I'm not going to do that on camera. But just to show you the different ways that you can make these bombs. You can cut up caramels in them. There's different, just use your imagination with the different things that you can fill these up. That will melt when you place them in the hot water or hot milk. Got them all sealed and they are beautiful. I get this glove on, I'm going to show you up close. We'll start with the sunflower. So it's a sunflower on each side. And I think this might be a hibiscus. Not really sure. So there's that one. And then the chrysanthemum. Hot. And let me just show you something else. So if you don't have the floral, you don't have to use the floral molds. I do have one other one, which are roses. I've used this before. This is nice for Valentine's Day, Sweetest Day, things of that nature, occasions of that nature, anniversaries. And then I have these round ones, just rounds, and they came, you know, like this, but I cut them apart. I don't know how many I have, but I cut them apart. So they're just the round molds. And you do it the same way, same process that I used the other molds for. And then also, I've done these for Valentine's Day. These are a little harder to work with, but they're hearts. And it's what, acrylic? I don't know what it is, but I got these some time ago from the Dollar Tree, and I thought I'd try them, and they actually turned out pretty good. Here's a sample of the heart-shaped cocoa bomb. And I just used pink chocolate and decorate it. You can decorate it however you want to. You can add a little melted chocolate and stick these whatever sprinkles you'd like on there. And then when I sealed this one with the wet chocolate, I dipped it in the colored sugar. So, you know, like this is good for anniversaries, good for just any special occasion, Valentine's Day, Sweetest Day, just because you love someone. And then if you get you a cupcake liner, and I found these pretty ones, place it in the cupcake liner, and then you can just bag it after. But I take an extra step and I use these plastic bowls. I sit it in the plastic bowl and then place it in a plastic bag. You can use ribbon, you know, pink, white, red, whatever color ribbon you like, or you can just put a twisty on it. Seal it up. And these can be placed in the refrigerator and left there until you want hot cocoa or until you gift it to someone. So, as you know, Tracy goes the extra mile, right? Because I'm extra. I'm going to do a little something else to these to decorate them, and then I will be done. And then the same process after I decorate them, I will put them in. I'll find cupcake liners for them, place them in the bowl, place them in the bags, and tie them up with a pretty ribbon or a twisty. So I'll be back to show you what I'm going to do. First, make sure you put your extra chocolate that you have left over, if you have any, in a sealed container. This can be used at a later date. Okay, so I have edible dust, edible gold dust, edible silver dust. And I'm going to choose some colors. I got a blue shine. Oh, I've got a green shine. And then I have a silver shine and a gold shine. Do I have a red? I got a pink shine. Let's just start with those. So that's the blue. And it's kind of a purple, not blue really. The green. I just want to open them all up so that they are ready. Gold, silver, pink. All right, I'm going to start with sunflower. What brush do I want to use? I'll do the middle. Let's see what the gold looks like. No, I'm going to do the petals gold. So just dip my brush in there and paint it on. Or spread it on. This brush is kind of firm. I'm going to use this brush. It's a little softer. Just smoothing it over my petals. I'm not doing the neatest job. Oh, 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 that was a lot. I need to tap that. And I'll just go all the way around and cover each one of these petals. Now this is not necessary. You don't have to do it. If you don't have this gold dust or colored edible dust. I just happen to have some and I like to make them really pretty. And I'll just do one on camera just so you can get the idea of what I do and how they look, how they will look. And you see how this dust sticks? It sticks to this chocolate. Okay, that's good enough. And I'm gonna do the middle. Let's see, I'm gonna get a little of this pink. This brush is so stiff. So there's the first one. And I'll do the rest off camera and just show you a picture when I get done. I have finished decorating and this is what they look like. This is a hibiscus. I used the blue, which is kind of purple, and put gold in the middle. The sunflower, I painted gold and put the pink in the middle. And the chrysanthemum, I put gold in the middle and painted silver. Tell me what you think. Get you a big old mug, nice coffee cup, cocoa cup. Place your balm in the cup. Get you some hot milk or some hot water. Hopefully I have this hot enough. You'll need to boil it and just pour it on top and watch the magic begin. There we go. Are you seeing that? Yes. Put a little bit more in here. Stir it up. And there's your hot cocoa. Find your cozy spot on the couch, turn on a good movie, and enjoy your hot chocolate. It is so delicious. You might want to pour more milk, depending on how sweet you want your cocoa. More milk or water. Like I said, I have 6 more of these to do. Not going to do them today. It's a little process, takes a little time. I'll get those done and find some nice cupcake holders, place them in these containers, put them in a bag, tie them up with some pretty ribbon, and be done with them. So please tell me what you think. Have you done these before? If not, are you going to try them? Give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. And peace and love. Until next time, I'm out.